Wish I had my AirPods with me so I could complain. I'm at the emergency room because the hiccups now have kind of moved to my chest. So when I get the hiccups, it's kind of like my breath kind of freezes up and I can't breathe. Jim and I said I had to come to the emergency room. So it's really hot. Nothing's happening. We're all just sitting there. The guy next to me keeps getting up and getting down. First, I'm standing there checking in. The triage nurse, I guess, is what he is. I had to go help somebody. So I'm standing there. This guy rolls up in a wheelchair. Smells like piss and shit. He's trying to like sell me a battery or something. I don't know what the hell he was doing. So then I go in, they take my vitals, blood pressure, EKG. So now I'm waiting. It's like 15 people in front of me. Nobody's moving. So now the guy sitting next to me, he was one seat over when I sat down first. He got up, got something to drink, comes back, sits down right next to me, crosses his legs, his foot is in my face, which I hate. It's one of my pet peeves. Get your foot out of my face. So then he gets up again, gets something to eat. So now he's sitting there with this little bag of chips, crackling the chips, the bag, crunching, moving constantly. So I just got up and moved. I'm in the, what is this? Pediatric waiting area. But I figure I probably have a couple hours. I can't see the numbers here that they're gonna call, but there's 15 people in front of me. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm in the pediatric waiting area. If somebody wants to come and yell at me, they can. The hiccups have stopped now. As soon as I got in the taxi, they stopped. But I do feel this kind of tightness in my chest. So next number. They're basically just calling people in for triage, checking their vitals, and then they send them back out. Nothing's happening. Anyway, as I said on Facebook, I just posted, I'm getting to see a side of Italy that a lot of people don't get to see. I don't think it's going to be expensive. I don't even know how much it's going to be. Emergency room visit, but the last visit was $20. Anyway, I'm going to be here for a while, I think. Not going to get my ice cream tonight. All right, I left. I feel fine. I mean, I can feel that it's like still there. Possibly will come back, but it's hot. It's very uncomfortable. And I'm going to be there forever. It smells. The guy in the wheelchair is still there. He still smells. So I went to the desk and I said, you know, I feel fine. Can I leave? He said, I prefer that you stay, but there are a lot of people in front of you. I mean, it's going to be until like 2 a.m. before I finally see somebody. That's not good for my health. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave. If it comes back, if it happens again, I'll come back. Because it's the funny thing with these hiccups. I walk into an emergency room and they stop. So it could be the medication. So now that I'm done with the steroids, my stomach should be calming down. I have kind of a medication for my stomach. I have probiotics that I'm taking. I might just stop with the other medication for the hiccups because maybe that's the thing that's causing it. I don't know. Gemini wasn't really helpful. Gemini just said stay, but make sure you check out if you do want to leave. Almost just happened. I could feel it. Well, viewer, it's always good to have a project when you travel. So now, getting a taxi, couldn't get a taxi from the hospital. I walked out here to the corner. It said, please enter house number. I don't know what the house number is. So then I was just walking. I was going to walk up to the main road. I saw this. So I said, let me try this. So I tried the taxi app and it entered that house number. So that worked. What an adventure. Here at Appa's Kitchen, we give you adventures that no other YouTubers give you. So this is going to be part of my video for tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning, if I live through the night.
Okay, I'm about to head back home.
10 o'clock at night. It's hot. But look at this. Ice cream on the piazza. La Luna. This is granita. Peach and lemon. Yesterday I got a medium. It wasn't enough, so I got a large. So good. So refreshing. Such a nice change from that emergency room. Oh my God, that was a pit. The guy, the triage nurse, he asked me. He spoke English. He said, have you been here before? So I gave him the paper from the other visit. I don't know if it's the same place. So then I said, is it the same? He said, one moment, please. He was not having it. He was just not in the mood. He was one of those cranky Italians. It wasn't a hard question. And then he never said, what did you say? Anyway, PB Pants is still there. Buongiorno, ciao tutti, benvenuti. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen on the road here in Modena. Tuesday morning. What a night. So, oh my God. So I slept. I woke up this morning, I had hiccups, but they're back in my diaphragm. So the little danger is gone. I think that what was happening was the medication was repressing the hiccups, but not completely. So they were getting caught in my chest somehow. I don't know if that makes any sense, and a doctor would probably look at me like, you're nuts, like they usually do. But I know my body. I know what was happening. So I stopped the medication, and I figure maybe I'll have hiccups for a couple more days. Maybe they're going to stop today. They stopped now. I woke up with them this morning, but they stopped. So I'm going to the museum, Palazzo dei Musei, the Este collection. And it's just so amazing. So I'm walking down this little street here to the museum. Let me show you. It's just incredible. It's a little bit older. We got a market out here setting up. We got all kinds of restaurants and things. I don't know what that street is over there. There's a Peruvian restaurant up here. It's incredible. I don't know when it became a thing for guys to not wear socks, to have their ankles exposed. And I don't know how they do it. They wear no-show socks because I hate those no-show socks. I don't know if you saw that guy. He was dressed very nicely, but his ankles were bare. All right, anyway, I don't know if I walked that way last time, but I know where I'm going now. So I might not pass the Peruvian restaurant. Look, this place, Dark Shadows. I wonder if it's named after the TV show. So since yesterday, I introduced the Este family and then didn't really get to see the collection. Let me talk a little bit about them again today. So the Este family were a big dynastic family here in Modena. They actually built a palace in the city of Ferrara, which I had never heard of, Ferrara. I asked Claude, I said, is that Ferrara Rocher? He said, no, that's Ferrara Rocher. Different. So they accumulated a lot of money, wealth, and power. They were actually Germanic. So it was one of these big dynasties here in Italy. There were a bunch of them. I was trying to figure all this out. So, it wasn't Italy until 1861. It was all these little kingdoms and duchies and papal states. So the Estes were one of them, like the Medici in Florence. I said, why, if they were so important, why had I never heard of them? Well, that's a good question, Claude says. A lot of it had to do with the Medici sponsored visual artist. The Este family sponsored literary artists, so poets, and they have a collection of illustrated manuscripts here at this museum. Hang on. I haven't had any coffee yet. It's 8 o'clock. I think there's a coffee shop in the museum. Maybe I'll get a quick shot first. So anyway, and then also the Medici were better at public relations. Here's a bar. Oh, a cute little bar here. It's actually a bar. They have alcohol. So I got a little CME, a little coffee. All right, so here's Palazzo dei Musei, which is a museum housing the collection of the Este family. So the Este family were a dynasty in Ferrara. They had a castle there. They actually built the town of Ferrara. I forget all the details. Look it up. And then they were booted out by the Pope because they had no legitimate heir to the dynasty. There was an illegitimate heir, but the Pope said, no, that's not good enough. So we're taking your land and making it part of the Papal States. So they had to pack everything up and they left and they came to Modena where they already had control here. It was kind of their second home, land holding. This was a workhouse, a home for orphans. And then it became a museum to house their collection. I don't know if they're the ones that put the stuff in the museum or what. It's also a civic museum and then library. The civic museum has all this lapidary. So I didn't know what lapidary was, but you'll see it when we go in. So I think I have to get 2 tickets, one for the library and one for something else. And then the civic museum, I think it's free. Oh, it's not open yet. No, 8:30. Okay. I thought they opened at 8. All right, well, we can walk around and look at the lapidary. So the lapidary is because Modena was a Roman town, city, settlement, whatever you want to call it, back in the Roman Empire. So it's very ancient. And then, I mean, like in Rome, anytime you dig, you're finding all this buried stuff, and stone is something that survives. So all these pieces of stone are very ancient. Some of it's from the cathedral. So I think like that may actually be from the cathedral. I don't know. It's kind of like a baptismal font. These are sarcophagi. So tombs. So that's what all this stuff. So this is the Civic Museum here. In here, this is Roman something, I forget. Oh, this is Roman lapidary. Okay, I saw that yesterday, but I didn't go in. So interesting, isn't it? And this was a workhouse. Imagine they built this building as a workhouse for orphans. What the heck? I thought this museum opened at 8. I tried to be here when they first opened. They opened at 8:30. I forgot. Anyway, I was trying to get out to beat the heat and also to beat the crowds. But look at all this stuff, how amazing this is. And it's just here on display. And it's just open. You can come in and look. It's quite an odd, I think this is like a pulpit, but it's quite an odd piece because look at these statues. There's a man. Is it a man or is it some sort of a man beast? And a woman. This beautiful stone. And then these things. There's more of these funny looking people. And then all this this stuff, just all this stuff. It's just like pieces of stone that were just kind of laying around from the Romans. Just amazing. These beautiful gates. Really incredible. So they have some famous paintings here. Not famous paintings, but famous painters. But the big thing supposedly is these illustrated manuscripts. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful illustrated manuscripts in the world here in their collection. So that's what we're going to see today. All right, so this is the Lapidary Museum. It says Estense, so it's also part of their collection. I don't know, Claude told me no, but maybe. And then the Gallery Estense, their paintings, the library, and then an exhibit hall. So I don't know if that is also their collection or not. Interesting, eh? And there's nobody here. Well, it's still early, but it's 8:20. But I think it's going to be pretty quiet here once they open. Oh my God. I couldn't hear what she was saying. There was a really bad echo in there. She was speaking English. So the library is only open for study. But apparently I can go in the library and ask to see the website. The Bible is not on view. It's protected. I think it's only for scholars. So she told me to start on the 4th floor. Come down. I guess that's the library there. What a beautiful building. I can't believe this is a workhouse. Look at this staircase. So I got some kind of a combined ticket for 10 euros. Wow. This ceiling. A workhouse, can you believe it? She said the Civic Museum opens at 10, but here it says 9. All right. So we're going to start, I guess. Just unbelievable. A workhouse. What the hell? What kind of workhouse was this? All right, let's check it out. All right, here are the Estes. Lucretia Borgia. She was an Este. All right, so here's the Este, Ducato, Ferrara, and Modena. quite a dandy. Kind of handsome guy. Love his hair. Love this sculpture, actually. There's a little mini version. It's Francesco d'Este. Oh, it's Bernini. Huh. Bernini was a famous Baroque artist. He's the one that did that Saint Teresa in Ecstasy or whatever. All right, I'm not going to record everything, but you get the idea here. These people had a lot of power. And I'm here in this museum all by myself. Look at this one. He's pulling a thorn from his foot. It's so realistic. Wow, this is Roman. It's from the 1st century BC with 16th century interventions. Wow. Can you believe that it's that old? And what an interesting subject matter. Amazing. Oh, here's a little one. I don't know what these are. Are these? Oh, it's a reproduction. Okay. Little mini versions. Look at this one. Mars resting. All right, this is Renaissance era. 1525 to 30, about. So interesting. This one, the depth. I mean, they're almost three-dimensional. The Annunciation. That's where Mary made up that great story. I didn't have sex before I got married. It was an angel that did it. Yeah, right. All the women after her said, damn it, she took the best excuse. Sorry. It's a lot of gory Jesus here, but look at these things. The birth of St. John the Baptist. This actually looks like a Raphael over here. Boccacino. Boccacino. Raphael liked to do these pyramid shapes. I said I wasn't going to record everything, but it's just so fascinating. Oh my God. This one. Those funny little angel heads. Is that Mary there? She's not looking at too well. These remind me of the lamps that some of the old Italian ladies had in their living rooms with the plastic slip covers. Look at her. A woman called Violante. I have this whole place to myself other than the lady that's following me around. This guy at least is scrolling on his phone. She was like pacing back and forth, making me nervous. St. Francis of Assisi. I still can't get over the fact that this place was a workhouse. Like, what the hell? To me, that's the most interesting thing about this. And all of this was in their collection. These musical instruments. I mean, the frames alone are like, Jesus. You know how much it costs to get a picture framed? All right, I'm going to consult with Claude and see if there's anything I should be looking at here. Because it's all starting to look the same. Here's the Este family. Not him. Look at her hair, though. She's with a page. So interesting. What an interesting time. This is an interesting piece here. Tintoretto. It's from some, I don't know, some work. I don't know what it is. Jesus. He's so white. All right, well, that was very interesting. So it's after 9. Let me see if that other gallery is open. Guess what? I don't have, you know what? I don't want to say it, but what is that over there? She set out. Looks like they're going to play a game or something. Yeah, she's preparing for a student field trip, I think. Really great. Great museum, great collection. I love coming to these museums that nobody comes to. Meanwhile, in the Uffizi, people are shoulder to shoulder taking selfies in front of Botticelli's Birth of Venus. All right, that's open. It's like a locker. Let's see what's in here. All right, it's really hot in here and the hiccups are back. But look at this, textiles. is that possible? We got Paleolithic, Neolithic. Amazing. Talking ancient here. Look at this building. It's a bunch of rocks, arrowheads. What would these people think of the world today? What would we think of their world? Wonder where these cases are from. Were these originally here or what? So interesting. There's a lady following me around. Just keeps going on and on. This is somebody's collection from somewhere. And there's Papua New Guinea. I don't know where they stole this some from. South America, Africa, Asia. Amazing. Yeah, these are just different people's collections. So this is the Civic Museum here. It's not the Este collection. Oh, get out of here, though. I guess I have to go all the way back. It's hot. All right, viewer, there you have it. Museum all to yourself. I just love this room. All the textile pieces, clothing and furniture, embroidery. It's great with the ceiling. All right, so the lady in the Civic Museum spoke to me in Italian. I understood her more than the one who spoke English. She told me to come down here next to the coffee shop. There's some kind of interactive display or something. I still didn't understand her completely, but the trip just left. They smell like candy. So, I don't know. This is the Roman lapidary. So I guess this is the really old stuff. guys like archaeology students. All right, well, that was fun. So I found out there's another ducal palace, not the one here. There was their vacation home. It's about 15 minutes by train, she said. She was not very happy with the fact that I couldn't hear what she was saying, but it's a really bad echo and she was not projecting. So anyway, I said, Ferrara? No. She had already told me where it was. Next time. I already have 6 weeks blocked out. Following the airfare. So I'll probably book my flight in about December. And I'm looking at March, April. Over Easter. Claude said Easter would actually be interesting. And, you know, the thing is, I'm always like hesitant because everything's going to be closed. But if I'm living here for 6 weeks, my refrigerator will be stocked. I'll be cooking at home, not eating out all the time. So that won't be a problem. And who knows, maybe I'll be invited to Easter dinner somewhere. Check out the church. Spingere. Wow. Wow. Look at this, and it's empty. Unbelievable. And it's empty. This is Baroque. It's very dramatic. Just covered in decoration. Nothing subtle about this. All right. That was fun. So, there you have it. Palazzo dei Musei. The Este collection. And the church. Looks like the church is attached. Yeah, the church is attached. So I'm going to guess that the workout was run by the church. Here's the little bar that I went into this morning. Really nice little place. San Agostino Bistro. I'm gonna check out this place. They have gummies. I need some gummies. These little frizzies. Lemon. I had those before, lemon ginger. Wow. Nothing I need, but I want to get some for Amy. There's another ice cream place I want to try. I love all these they're little immigrant run shops. This is, I think this is Syrian, Tunisian. Look at that chicken. It's like shakshuka. Yeah, Tunisia. All right, so I'm going to take a break. I'll see you at lunchtime. I have a reservation at Ermes at 1:35 for the second seating. I hope they sit me outside or they have the air conditioning on. Because that place is hot. But I love it. I love it. The only thing is, hiccups are back. I can't eat a big lunch today. So I'm either going to get a primo or secondo, or maybe I'll skip to the dessert. I wish they had salads. All right, so I'll be back at lunch. I am back. Going to lunch. I've been spending so much time inside because it's so hot. But I don't mind. I had a nice morning. Was talking to Claude about the workhouse. I still can't get over that was a workhouse. I was like, it was so grand. And Claude said, well, it's because the architects and the people who funded it couldn't, I forget exactly what the word he used, but it was a really good description. Couldn't like punch down or aim down. That's the only thing they knew how to design. So they didn't really care about the people that live there. It was for them. It was this grand civic space. It's just so beautiful. So it was really funny. The explanation. Okay, the door's closed. That means the air conditioning's on. So there's some seats outside. I wouldn't mind sitting outside. Marco just came out. See what the menu looks like for today. Tuesday. Oh, they have these mini squares again. I was going to try that. Pasta vaso tomorrow. Passatelli. I haven't tried passatelli yet. I think that's like bread, kind of. Oh, they have gramigna. Oh my God, I want everything. Chicken, rabbit, scallopini. Oh my God, can I two? The passatelli is breadcrumbs, flour, eggs, parmesan, and nutmegs. I think I have to try that. Martedì today. I got a nice table with a view here. All right, so I'm trying two new things today. Passatelli, which are made from bread, egg. What else was in it? Nutmeg. In broth. Milk. Mix of breadcrumbs, flour, eggs, parmesan, and nutmeg. Might be something that I need to learn how to make. And then I'm going to try rabbit. Rabbit. Little bunny. I told him I trust him. He said, yeah, you have to try. I like my seat. Kind of at the beginning of the second service here. It hasn't gotten crowded yet. Love this place. I could have come yesterday. I had a tour scheduled and she didn't show up. I missed one day of Ermes. I missed the Monday, the Monday lunch. Okay, Passatelli. So, breadcrumbs, eggs, parmesan, nutmeg, in broth, passed through a special tool. Maybe I can't make them. Let's try it. Oh, they're so light. Oh, delicious. Wow. So I guess this was a way to use old bread. Maybe all this bread that they put up, nobody eats. Really delicious. That slight hint of nutmeg. Oh my God. Amazing. It's almost like bread pudding in a kind of noodle form. But it has that consistency of bread pudding. In broth. So apparently they are just squeezed into the broth. And they simmer in the broth. Really amazing. Good to the last drop. Delicious. They have salad here. I didn't know they had salad. All this time I could have been getting a salad. I was complaining about salads earlier, but I like to have a salad. Everybody's getting salad today. This one guy just got the second salad. Must be a vegetarian. But I see like 4 salads here in front of me. I haven't seen a salad here since my first day. So I was trying to remember. I came on Thursday because I'm leaving. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I had Thursday lunch, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they were closed. I missed Monday, and today's Tuesday, the 4th. But there's so many other things on the menu I want to try. They have pasta basil. They have like a grilled chicken. Sounded good. Ribs. Definitely will be coming back to Ermes when I return to Modena. And I'm going to get a salad. There it is. Bunny rabbit. That's good. This guy across from me was just eating it down to the bone. Stanley Tucci liked it. Tender. Try it. It's like chicken. It's really good. It's kind of like chicken, like chicken thigh. Very juicy, tender, rosemary, garlic. I love a little salad, but these potatoes are so good. Delicious. I thought I would be grossed out by it, but it is so good. That was delicious. Really, really good. That was so good. Really good. Love that place. I love Marco. So I thanked him. I said, you were my first lunch here, my last lunch here. I think I walked down this street, these porticos. He said, you have to have another nocino. Fucking Americans today. So first I wanted to say thank you to him. This woman is like asking him how he cooks the food. Lady, I need to say thank you to Marco. Can you just stop with the questions about the potatoes? Google it. Then he says to the guy behind the counter, un otro nocino. The guy behind the counter is stuck with the salad guy, the guy who had 2 salads for his lunch. Another American. What's with the Americans today? There was a Chinese couple there. That was the guy that ate the rabbit. Just a few tables of Italians. Today's Tuesday. I wonder what the deal is. The Italians don't go out to lunch on Tuesday. Usually the place is hopping. All right, anyway, that was really good. I'm going to go get a gelato here at Bloom and go back to the AC. I was going to get dessert there, but I've had all the desserts. Chocolate pear, and apple. And they're really good. The chocolate is really good. I would have gotten that again. But I feel like an ice cream, something cold and smooth, creamy. So I'm going to go to Bloom and then go sit in the AC. I'm going to do my laundry tomorrow morning. I'm loopy. I had a wine and a nocino. It's a good thing I didn't take that second nocino. I'd be crawling down the street here. Hiccup stopped again, so it's off and on. But I think we're at the tail end. What happens is I reach a point where they stop and I can feel it like, okay, that's it, it's done. Haven't gotten to that point yet, so I can feel there's some tension in my abdomen, what is it? What is that thing? That thing. that thing that causes hiccups. You know what I'm talking about. All right, ice cream. It's traffic, and they're kind of aggressive. Didn't want to stop for me. Hello, this is a ZTL. Limited traffic zone. It's empty here. It's deserted. So Claude said they may have different flavors, and it's true. There's another one just right up the street there. It's different. So we got peanut and caramel, stracciatella, and she said I can get 3 flavors. They had something called acacia. I said, what's acacia? She pointed to the flower on the counter. It was really good. It was kind of citrusy. Acacia? Is that what it is? It's actually really nice sitting out here in the shade. It's hot, there's a breeze, and it's shady. It's great. A lot of tourists today. I don't think I ended my video, so did I? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao for now. Tomorrow, going to Rome. Okay, bye.